you've spent hours washing, conditioning, and styling your hair, I always tell my clients to finish the job by drying your hair. The method that gets you the best results, in my opinion, is diffusing. In this video, I'll teach you how to diffuse and when to use what drying technique. Hey curl friends, I'm Amina, your curly hair specialist, here to empower and equip you on your curly hair journey. To the salon! So first method of diffusing after you've styled your hair is to simply, if it's possible, allow your hair to hang down in a way that opens up your hair from your scalp. And here, this is just called surface drying. So diffusing is going to be different for everybody. This is just the method that we're using for my client. As you could see in her roots, her hair is very, very low porosity, coarse. She has a lot of heat damage, which is why you see that the texture changes down the shaft, like in the mid shaft to the ends. So surface drying at the beginning is really going to create a more well-defined curl. Once I feel that the hair is dry and the product is starting to work, meaning that she's starting to create some type of cast, I'm going to go in a little bit and start to encourage a curl by putting the hair into the diffuser. But I'm not going to do this too much with her hair because I really want to create high definition. And in doing so, the more that we touch the hair, the more the frizz occurs. So surface drying for her is just going to be what we do the most of. And it does take some time to really get the air in. But as you can see, you can just allow the hair to hover in one spot rather than doing so much to touch and continue to touch the hair. And we're going to do this until we feel like this outer shell is created, meaning that there's a cast, there's crunch to her hair. We can always break up the crunch, and depending on what product you use, there should be no flaking or no dandruff coming from breaking that cast. But we're going to stay in this direction until we feel as if a cast is created on this entire shell. And now you can see we've sat her up a little bit so that the hair opens up so that we can get a different angle in drying without touching her hair too much. As we get into the crown of her head, she definitely has much, much coarser hair. So the surface drying and really allowing the hair to dry fully and not air dry is going to be the key to allowing her wash and go to last more than a day. Air drying, coarse, very low porosity hair like hers is going to be disastrous. You could see that one piece of hair that we put, it almost seemed like a birthmark because it was so different than the rest of her hair. And no matter what we do, really, that hair is always going to have a level of frizz that may not be able to be controlled. I was just taking a picture so that she could see that piece of hair as well, so that when she's home and she may be frustrated that she can't get this hair to work out, she can know that that's just what God gave her. And now we're going to go ahead and flip all of her hair to one side. And by doing so, again, we're just opening up the hair in a different direction so that we have to do minimal touching to the hair, but it allows the air of the diffuser to get to different parts of the hair and dry the hair without causing much frizz. So if you have a hooded dryer in your home as well, you can go ahead and sit in this dryer until your hair is dry, and you can put the air on very low so that it's not blasting air at you. And this will also cut your drying time down in half. But I always recommend to my clients that if you're going to start the job, that you should finish it and dry your hair. So here we just flipped over to the other side. Low porosity hair tends to stay very wet near your scalp. So by flipping your head in different directions, you're also allowing the air to get to your scalp so that the hair can fully dry. And lastly, I end up in a forward direction. This allows me to really get the back of her hair dry, and again, more of it around her scalp. And when flipping your hair, You just want to think about hitting all the directions. So north, south, east, west. If you want to go northwest, north, southwest on a compass in terms of flipping your hair, just so that, again, you open your hair enough that the air flows to all of your scalp area. And once your hair is fully dry, and I mean 100% dry, we're going for 100% dry, then you can go ahead and shake it out, and this will give you a lot more fluff and volume to your hair. And then the clapping at the ends will also just start to break up that crunch if you so desire. If you leave the crunch in, you'll get a few extra days out of your wash and go. But here, we're just gonna go ahead and shake her hair out so that she has a little more volume to her hair. And you can see by the way that her hair is moving that there's still a good amount of crunch there. Thanks for joining me in the salon. Today we learned a few drying techniques, including diffusing, and when to use them in order to finish the job and get the results that you want. Thanks for watching, and remember, wherever you are on your curly hair journey, your curls are just as beautiful as you are. Bye.